Probando. You like that one, huh? Figaro.
Will we go to Pinks? Pinky's like, yeah, let's get this shit over with. All right, man. Hang with Beat Drop Podcast. Hey, man, today's different. You know what I'm saying? Today's a little special. You know what I'm saying? Because, we got my boy, my day one.
Yeah.
I've known this guy for over 7 years. You know what I'm saying? My boy. Make some noise for Teddy Mora, baby.
Yeah.
Make some noise. Hey, clap. Pinky, what the fuck?
Cut the shit. Stop that shit.
I'm sorry, dude. I knew we were supposed to be prepared.
So the guy that I replaced, you replaced me with again. Okay, when Roger was gone, I took over. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, it's
I held it down.
Oh, shit.
Because I know B like he liked to roll with the big dudes.
Yeah.
Really? Is that what you like?
Is that what you like?
Is that
You
what
like
it
big
is?
dudes?
Is that why you wanted to be back?
And then as soon as Roger moved back, I got kicked out. So
Nah. It's
It's
just
all
you
dope,
here,
you know what I
baby.
mean? You guys got a
You here.
podcast. You guys got memories and shit. Lifetime
memories.
lifetime memories and shit like me.
Oh shit.
But we had an era though. It was cool.
No, we had a great era, bro.
Fuck yeah.
Hey, dog. People were excited that you were coming by, bro.
Bro, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't know, but I know when I posted that I was gonna be here.
Yeah.
Like, I got a lot of love, and everybody's like, "Yo, I want to be in the room." I was like, "Well, I'm selling general admission tickets."
Oh, that's
You
right.
tell me, baby.
Yeah.
$6 a piece, my guy.
I mean, I just got one ticket and I sold it already.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
He's over there.
It's Pinky.
Oh,
What up,
what's up,
Pinky?
Pink?
Say what's up to
He
Pinky.
said, "That's fuck that. He's a
Hey,
cameraman."
that man is too beautiful to not be
Yeah.
on
Right.
camera, dog.
Yo,
That's
Pinky
right,
cut his
man.
hair too, man.
Yeah,
He's
he cut
looking
his
good,
hair.
bro. He's
Yeah,
looking good.
Canelo vibes over there, boy.
No, man, fuck, dude, I'm excited, dog. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I was like,
About life,
because I
or-
know just about you, dog.
Oh,
You know
man,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
Everything
man.
about you, I'm getting comfortable.
Oh, you guys with the compliment.
Oh,
That's how they get you.
Shit,
that's what y'all about.
Vibes.
Oh, you guys are all about the sweet talk, huh?
A little bit
Is this what
everything.
this is? Is this what you guys brought me here?
You feel me?
Shit.
Oh
I
shit.
brought the good water out too.
Oh
and
yeah.
shit.
No, yeah, we got.
I went to
seven.
7-Eleven. I thought I'd be like, oh, maybe I get Vallarta. But I went to 7-Eleven. Like, I like
My boy Roger came through, dog.
Exactly.
I was like, you know what? Quick pack. Let's get it.
You be like,
But
you know what?
I missed the other pack. You feel me? I fucked up. The Modelos stay there and shit.
He was like, yo, I know this big motherfucker gonna be sweating in here. Let me. Yo, should I get the 16 or 24 pack?
Let me put more.
He was
Let me
like,
put the
no,
AC a little
24
bit.
pack. Sure.
Let me
Oh,
put
yeah,
the
make it
AC a
run.
little bit more.
Oh, he said, you know what's it's about to get.
Improvement.
I like that.
Yo, Ted, man. Hey, we met what 2000?
I still remember, dog.
10.
Fuck yeah, fuck
I
that.
actually remember how we met.
We met February 2012.
2012,
Hell
bro.
yeah.
You know what's? I remember. I remember when I got hired. I remember I walked in, and it was a conference room, right? And I'm just meeting everybody like, "Yo, what's up, Brian? Whatever with the whoop." And then
Fuck you, I know this story. I hate this fucking story.
shit.
I hate
No,
this
but I
fucking
love
story.
it because I was
hate
like,
this.
I remember I went all the way to the corner, and Teddy was like, 20, 40, 60, just counting money, dog.
Like, stack it.
Like just stacking. And I was like, yo, what's up, bro, Brian? He went, yo, what's up, bro? I was like, oh, he's gonna be a tough cookie.
Word.
I was like, okay,
Okay.
fuck.
He said,
It's gonna be extra work.
I was like, okay. I was like, you're gonna take work
That-
to get to deal with.
Yo, you know what's crazy? That's a real story. I don't know. We had just got paid for a club.
It was something,
Juan
bro.
Franco.
It was
some
something,
437 shit. So I had money and I was supposed to like pay people out. And B-Drop happened to walk in and shit. I know, but this motherfucker, I was literally on the
he said,
side.
I
of the
want
room.
my cut.
I was like, hold on, Aaron, stop. He was like, what? Really?
No, Aaron.
Oh shit! What the fucking Aaron, man? That's
Oh,
my guy.
shit.
Yeah. I saw them come in. I was like, all right, man, I got time.
Yeah.
20, 40,
Yeah, it was just stacking, bro.
You know what I mean? And then I was like, yo, what's up, little player?
Yeah, it was a little homie.
Hey, what's up, young buck? Shit. But that's a true story.
No, that's real shit.
I do some fucked up shit when I meet like longtime friends. Like when Julian showed up, you were there in the room. They walked him in at the end of a meeting. It was Julian, Brian, somebody.
It was somebody.
Somebody.
Bro.
So they like, oh, these are the new hires, whatever. And they walk in. I'm like, who the hell is that big motherfucker over there? I'm like, I know you ain't trying to take my spot. And Julian still remembers that shit to this
I know
day.
you ain't trying to take my spot.
I'm like, I know you ain't trying to take my spot. Because I got that shit a lot. Like when Q got hired, they're like, we hired another big guy.
He's
He's like,
Yeah.
well, just letting you know.
This was
ahead of
before
time.
keto. This was before keto.
This is way before keto. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Like, keto. Like this is That was a big one. And he had spike hair. Like, my man was.
Yeah, he did.
Q was so paisa South game.
Yeah, he was quiet, too.
Yeah,
He was
this
quiet.
motherfucker now is Michael B. Jordan.
Shit.
Like we showed
The
up.
Latino version.
Yeah. Motherfucker was wild. He had a Wisin y Yandel tattoo. Like, I don't know.
Wisin y Yandel.
Motherfucker had a Rakim and Y CD.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
He saw the
word.
vision for that
He
get
means
way ahead of
business.
time.
I was like, oh, this is a tough cookie.
He said, "You want to talk about tough cookie, motherfucker? I got you."
That joke was too
Oh,
good.
that's good.
It's gonna be a tough cookie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
It's
fuck.
going to be a tough one.
Oh, man.
Hey,
But yeah, that was when I met Julian first time. And look at him. And then look at me and you.
No, dog. Hey, me and Teddy have so much memories, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I be thinking of. We were just talking before we started recording. We were thinking
Most
about
of this shit, though, it can't be on camera.
Yeah. Top
Roger
secret.
was a part of that shit from
Hey, don't be putting out names.
Yes, you were. And
we gonna have to edit that.
Yes, you were.
I don't know what y'all talking about. All of a sudden,
Yo, Roger's the nicest drunk, dog.
Yeah, hell
I think for your
that's a good
birthday
thing.
party,
Yeah.
was it a birthday party or something at Xtapa, right?
Yeah.
Roger was like, "Hey man, you good though? You need some water, dog?
Oh,
You want to
yeah.
have a seat, bro? Hey, you sweating? You want to use my shirt?" I was like, "Nah."
No, yeah, for real.
I'm like, "Really?"
No, yeah. But when he's high, he's a little different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You're aggressive.
Oh, yeah,
A
for
little.
real.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for real.
Best of
No,
both worlds, baby. What's
No,
up?
when I'm
Yeah,
when,
you
when
know
I'm
me, gotta
DJing,
get
when I'm
your shit
he's like
out.
play some YG. I'm like, damn, right?
I ask you YG shit?
Yeah.
Oh.
Look, you getting nervous.
Okay, slime.
Okay.
He's a tough cookie.
He's a tough cookie.
Fucking done.
Hey, I'm fucking done, eh? Oh
This
shit.
is- I like this.
All right,
vibe.
shit.
This
All right,
way
fuck.
better than my podcast.
Aw.
Hey, let's get to that. You know, let's get to slow clap. The slow clap.
Damn. For you guys that don't know, I have a podcast as well. Ours is on Apple.
Yeah.
And it's on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
I haven't figured out the Spotify yet.
I'll help you. I know
Okay, cool. It's on MySpace. You guys are familiar with La Opinion?
We come out there too.
Yo, my mom still gets that shit, dog.
Oh, you have to, bro. Tradition.
Yeah.
First time I met your mom, she had the biggest trays of chow mein ever.
Yo,
Was that for like your baby birthday or baby shower?
there's something, bro.
Dog, like
My
she
mom
had
gets
two
down,
big
bro.
trays of chow mein, and she's like, "A Brian le gusta este." Like, this
Yeah.
is Brian's favorite. And then she was like, "Yo, take some fried rice with you,
Oh
dog."
my god, that's so good.
That's like your 19th,
Bro,
20th.
I forgot about that, dude.
I've never forget to this day.
Dude,
You were
I
there?
forgot about
you remember that
that.
shit? A couple
Bro.
of things were there too that we ain't gonna talk about.
Yeah.
We'll talk about some shit off air.
Some exclusive shit.
Bro,
Different
that is-
days,
Bro,
super single.
That is crazy.
That was a
dog.
great fucking night. You had 49
Bro,
jersey.
cause
I
yeah,
was drunk
everything,
as
bro.
fuck.
Cause I remember when that happened, Jacob was about to be born. It was a baby shower. Like
There you
I
go.
got hired, and then a few months later,
Yeah.
I was gonna be a dad and shit.
I remember we got drunk and we had to help clean up.
Yeah, like that. He said, "Y'all ever been drunk at a Latino's parents and you gotta clean up?"
You're forced to clean up,
Like
bro.
Boomer was like, "Hey, no, hey, get a table, fool." I was like,
Oh, fuck, might as well.
Pooh Bear said get a table.
I was like, "Okay, yeah."
Yeah. Hey.
Get us chow mein.
Oh, no quieres chow mein.
Mira, a Brian le gusta, pero vas a trabajar por esto,
Yeah.
pinche gordo. And I was like, yeah, word,
Pinche
word.
gordo.
I was like, yo, facts.
Oh, I'm fucking dying. Oh, this fuck.
I fucking love
you, eh? Oh, shit. You all right? You guys good?
And
Yeah,
you
what's
guys
up?
good?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are in the room too. Hey,
Oh,
I'm
sorry about that.
Oh, hey.
Oh,
Sorry
forgot about that.
Thought it was just the
Yeah,
hangout.
there was something with my mic, you know.
No.
We fixed it. For me.
Because I didn't know y'all were that
Yeah,
close
don't
when
know
I was
y'all-
gone.
for me.
Oh,
Oh, so y'all were that close, huh?
So you
y'all
guys
were
are
close?
friends. Oh, really, Brian? I left to Vegas, and this is what you do.
I'm fucking
So
done.
now I know why I won. You like that? Oh, you see, I knew I was gonna get
Yo,
stuck,
you
bro.
stuck. You
I
got-
knew. I was like, wow, you guys got that close, huh? That close, I'm gonna get stuck.
Yo, Raj went.
Yeah.
Yo, Raj went.
Oh, so y'all, that's how y'all feel.
You glitched like dog. Oh,
We had to
Oh,
fix the camera
shit.
real quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You wild.
Mic check, 1, 2, yeah.
Shit.
man.
Anyways, bro, fuck. See, I knew this was gonna happen. All right, dog.
This is the worst.
Yeah,
This is gonna
yeah.
be the worst interview.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I guarantee you guys have some pretty solid ones.
I know. I had some questions lined up.
Yeah, for real,
No, I
dog.
want you guys to ask questions because if not, we're gonna go down the route.
No, it's all good.
He
It's
said
all
we
good.
gonna end up.
We're gonna end up fucking.
Nah, I knew it. I knew y'all. That's what y'all brought me here for. You feel me?
We're gonna end up fucking.
I knew it.
So we're gonna
I knew
fucking.
that shit. I was like,
You seen that meme of that guy that walks in? He's like,
Yeah, the one that looks like my cousin Alex.
oh my god,
Remember?
that is so
Oh,
good. That is so
shit.
good.
Oh, man.
All right.
hey, no, but
All
hold
right,
on.
let's
Talk
start
to
this.
me. Talk. Real talk. Usa.
Yeah.
I need you
Damn.
to talk to me.
Okay, yeah. What you
about your
need?
podcast.
Oh yeah, we got a podcast. It's called One Size Fits Most. It's myself and Julian, as you guys know him, Big Juju.
Yeah.
Shit, we used to have one called Them Water Boys, and it was all sports related. But then we're like, oh, we got too much shit to talk about. Politics. We always talk about Trump. We talk about, music and shit. So we switched it over. That original podcast had maybe like 20-something episodes. And then we started our podcast, and it was great. It was like once every week, maybe once every 2 weeks. Yeah. And then you motherfuckers started. And then B-Drop put a fire under our ass because you guys were posting content, and we were like, go, go, go. And I just didn't give a fuck, man. You guys started, once you guys got visual, I was like, I'm done. Like, it's cool. Like, they won. They're the Warriors. It's cool. I'm the Rockets.
They're the Warriors.
I'm the Rockets. I'm going to get to the Western Conference Finals. I'm cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but it's still on there. And it's pretty fucking funny. And I wanted you guys to be the first guests, and we still don't have guests, so hopefully we can make that happen.
No, that'll be tight, bro.
That'll be a pleasure.
We'll show up. That should be litty, dog.
No, hey, Liddy Committee, dog. Hey, man, go check that out, man.
No, yeah, hell yeah, dog. We're going to put the link on the YouTube link and shit.
Should we tell them that we're on the radio, too? Or?
Yeah, no, let's start. That's what I want to ask. So let's start from the jump, bro, because people think you probably just started at Power, but you didn't start at Power, bro.
Yeah, I mean, fucking ages ago, bro. Like, damn, man. I was as young as you were when you got into radio. I was a reggaeton station.
Oh, so this is before Teddy. Like, this is Teddy.
I was Tito. Dog. I was Tito,
okay,
bro. I was
Tito.
Tito. I was Big Tito. Fucking clever, right? Like, where does it come up with that name? It's fucking genius. Yeah, man. Like, I saw after. Should I get into the story? Should we?
Story
for the people, right?
Yeah, for the people. People want to know, bro. People want
to know. People. I used to do taxes after high school. Like, my dad was like, nah, you're not gonna get a retail job. Nothing wrong with a retail job. He just like, yo, I want you to do taxes. So before I would turn 18, he taught me how to do taxes. Ooh. And then he said, when you turn 18, you're gonna go to school, right? And I was like, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I got a stupid story about that. I'll tell you later. But remind me to
write that shit.
So I was like, yeah, cool. Like, I'm gonna go to college, and then we went to college, and I started working at H&R Block. And this one OG tax preparer, he was a brother, and unfortunately, he had a heart attack. Right, like he passed away. I didn't get to meet him, but I kind of replaced him. It's funny because he was older brother and a big guy, and I'm a big guy, but I got sauce like one. So all this
tiene sazón.
Yeah, a lot of Goya, you know what I mean? And so his clients came to me because they really liked me, they could relate to me, and then I started doing that for like a couple of years, man. And I had big clientele, it was cool. But my cousin, like, she knew I wasn't happy, so the station that is still around is called Mega 96.3 now. It used to be called Latino 96.3. Oh, okay. They used to have this thing called the Latino Takeover, right? Well, it's wild, bro. If you think about it now, because you work in radio, like, why the fuck would they do this? Like, they would let fans host the 12 o'clock hour, right?
Oh, shit.
And all you had to do was, like, apply, and you would go. And they were pre-recorded. You know, if you know radio lingo, because you're a media personality. Like, you would pre-record it, so it wouldn't be live. So my cousin submitted my name, and they contacted me, and they're like, "Yo, you can come take over. It'll be your show for noon. Come through, bring anybody you want to bring. Just let us know who." So I brought my cousin Luigi. Shout out to Luigi, and I brought this girl who was my friend at the time. I mean, she's still my friend. I just haven't talked to her in forever. So I brought her along too, and we went up there. We mobbed up there, and we were doing breaks and shit. And it was funny because we were doing breaks pre-recorded, but people were coming in the room, and like people were walking in the room. I was shooting at the hip, just jokes on jokes, and people come into the room like, "Oh, okay," and then they would be like, "Nah, we just want to see who was in here." And I was like, "All right, that's kind of weird." So then the lady Donna G, she works. I don't know if she works for like Super Estrella or one of those, but shout out to Donna G. She was like, "Yo, just go live, just don't curse." And I was like, all right, dog, come on now. Never been in radio your whole life, and I'm doing a break live. You know what I'm saying? And so I do the break. We're going live. We're funny, and people come in, and they're like, yo, that guy's really good. Like, I wasn't even in the room. They treat me like a fucking asshole. They're like, hey, yo, that guy's really good. I'm like,
is that the janitor?
What? Yes, that pinche gordo. He be hitting. Nah. So
he hits.
So it was cool. And they were like, oh, man, you did a great job, man. You got to come back again. And I was like, cool. So then the other part is kind of blurry. I don't remember what happened, but I remember I got another email. So I don't know if it was a second. My cousin submitted a second one, and they just happened to choose it, or they just researched me and called me back. So I went back again, did a great job from there. My cousin Luigi. So it was a good reason that I brought him, because I don't think if I wouldn't have took him, I would have not been in radio. He ended up getting a good relationship with J Rhythm. So him and J Rhythm had a relationship, and one day they're like, yo, we're gonna go exchange music at the station. Serato was just out. Yeah, Serato was just out.
Oh shit.
Like not even a year.
It's probably like 04 or something like that.
That when Serato came out?
I think so. I'm not.
Nah, I think it was like 07, 08.
Something like that, bro.
Something like that. And so I could be wrong, but they exchanged music, and I'm in the fucking the lobby, and I'm shooting at the hit with the jokes again. And this guy happened to walk in, this big motherfucker. Shout to also, man. He was doing promotions at the time, 6'3", like 400, like scary looking motherfucker. He's like, he wasn't even looking at me again. Like I'm saying, like this, they were fucking playing me. Like he was looking over there, and I'm sitting over here where Pinky's at, and he's like, hey, this motherfucker's funny as shit. And I went, okay. And J Rhythm was like, I'm like, tell motherfucker we got auditions next Wednesday, 7 o'clock, bring a tie. And he walked out. I was like, what the fuck? And at the time, like, I'm doing taxes, so I'm really like shirt and tie, slacks. Like, I had clients, bro. I was doing people's taxes, like getting to know their families and shit. I was like, all right, fuck it, ain't gonna hurt, because I'm kind of dying down here. You know, I'm going to school, I'm doing taxes. So I went, and I fucking killed that audition. I ended up meeting a friend that I know and still to this day. Her name is Cassie. I met her there at that audition, and I killed it, dog. Like, they put me on first. They're like, yo, we don't got a mic, but pretend it's fucking DirecTV controls the mic. Go. And I just got in front of all those people. I rocked the mic, and I was an instant hire. And from there, that was my introduction to radio. And I got in as a street teamer. And I built my way up. Not as much as I did here at Power, but no, fuck that. I did a great job, man. Like,
he said, no, fuck that. Let me take that.
No, it was cool. It was a good time, man. I think Chuy Martinez was the morning show at the time. Who was there? Roxy was there. Santa Peña's still there. But it was like, it was love. And I got to be on the morning show, like Collins. I was that good. You know what I mean? Man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Some hater ass shit happened with the promotions guy, and I was put like in a weird position where I had to quit. I was like, it was weird as fuck. My dad just got diagnosed with cancer, so they needed me to work full time. So it was like the perfect, like, I was like, fuck it, I need to know if I'm still employed. Yeah. Because I got to take care of my dad, and they were waiting. So then I was like, all right, fuck it, I'm done. So I left, and from there I was on the radio for like a year and a half, 2 years. All my friends are getting on air. Letty, you guys know Letty, the media personality. She got on air, and all my friends are getting on air. All my friends are moving up. Cassie, who ended up moving to Power, was at Power, and I'm like, dog, what the fuck? Everybody's doing things, and I know why I stayed, because of family. And I was like, yo, I gotta get in. If they're not hiring at Power, actually, I tried out for Power 106, and they thought I wasn't good enough. Shout out to Junior. What's up, motherfucker? Congratulations, you're having a baby. Yeah. You know what I mean? But he's like my mentor now, and they ended up hiring. From what it looked like, they hired all the interns to be part of the team. So Cassie got on, like Abby De La Rosa got on, whole bunch of people, and they deserved it. You know what I'm saying? But they took care of the interns as they should.
Hell yeah! Shout out to Cassie.
Yeah, of course. Cassie killed it, man. And so I didn't get hired. And I thought, like, this is a lesson for everybody, because I thought I'm the shit here at Latino. I'm the best MC they got. I gotta be the shit here at Power. Like, it's gonna happen. And I did my audition. I'm a fucking idiot. I waited till the end, right? Because I'm gonna let everybody go first. Yeah. And I'm gonna come at the end. I'm gonna fucking kill it. You don't realize that by the end they're over it. Yeah. They don't want to hear more auditions. They're like, fuck, okay, we've been here for like 2 hours. Yeah. I swear to God, I killed it, but they weren't even paying attention. They're like, all right, fuck, let's get the fuck out of here. Let's go to Del Taco or some shit.
Yeah, we're hungry and shit.
Didn't happen. Intern. That intern situation was crazy too. His story onto sub, but to make it shorter, auditioned finally a year later, and that's when I got put on. So like, it was a grind to get to Power, and then to get on air is another fucking story, man.
So from that time, it was like 3 years you were off radio?
It was about a year and a half to 2 years. A year and a half to 2 years, I was out of radio completely. Like,
and what were you doing in between those years? Or
man, I was like, my pops. From the moment I quit, my pops stayed alive for like, man, he stayed alive for like, I want to say 4 or 5 months. So he was on. So I was working full time. Going to school full time. I actually left school. I don't know if I ever told you this shit, but I left school because my dad passed away. My dad passed away during the test. Like, not passed away during the test. He got diagnosed that he was gonna like pass away, like during the test. Like they went to an appointment, like for something. I'm taking a test. I'm getting blown up during the test. I'm like, my mom knows I got a test. Like, what the fuck? I pick up that I step outside. I excuse myself. I step outside and yeah, man, like, your dad has cancer and he has a month to live. And I'm like, what? And it was fucked up part is he didn't even last. No, I said 2 months. He didn't even last 2 weeks. You know what I mean? From that time. And those 2 weeks seemed like 2 months, but it was when you look at the dates, you're like, fuck. And I got that call, like, so I don't know if you ever like lost a parent or shit like that. Like that's a tough shit. You know what I mean? Like, to be in there. So from there, I just worked. Like my sister got pregnant right after, had a baby, had my nephew.
How do you deal with that?
What was going through your head?
Yeah, like how do you deal with that, bro?
So, my mom had cancer in 2004. So they were totally separate. Of course, it's, your mom and your dad have cancer. You're like, oh shit, you got to check yourself. Yeah. And I continue to. But my mom got cancer because of medication, like some crazy shit. Like, mom was on dialysis. She had a kidney, and then they told her, then the medicine that was keeping the kidney alive caused cancer. What kind of shit is that?
What?
I mean, medication to keep you alive, to keep your kidney going, caused cancer. So that's why she had it. And I'm like, at the time, I'm 16 years old, so I'm in high school, and I'm thinking, damn. So I didn't even know, but my mom had cancer. Her cancer was like she had to be hospitalized for 2 months straight chemo radiation for 2 months. Like, looking back at it now, my mom had to deal with it again, and she conquered it like a fucking beast. Let's copy it off my fucking mom.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, twice she defeated that shit. But this one, she had to be in the hospital, and I didn't find out till later. They told her she had 2 weeks to live, and so she overcame that. Right? She lost all her hair. Her eye was out of place. It took a while to come back. So I went through all that as a 16-year-old. So when what happened to my dad, he actually told me first. Like, he told me before he told anybody. He wasn't even diagnosed yet. Like, he said, hey, man, because he had it was his stomach got really big one day. He was in a lot of pain, and we're in the emergency room. It was kind of hospitals in the hood, so it was like a lot of people. So there wasn't even a room for him in the emergency room. They had him in the hallway, dog. And he was on the hallway, and I remember him telling me, hey, man, like, I got cancer, bro. Like, I know I got cancer. I'm like, yo, I'm talking that shit, man.
Yeah. He's
like, no, I got cancer, and he told me, like, from here on out, like, I want to have man conversations with you. You know what I mean? And, like, he was trying to set up what was going to happen, Yeah. And I don't know if he knew that I was ready, or maybe he did, or maybe he didn't, but, like, he set that shit up. Like, so from there on out, he was very open, and that time was crazy. Like, from finding out he was diagnosed while taking the test at school, to, like, being there for him, to, like, helping him walk him to the bathroom, and him crying, like, in front, like, say, close the door, crying, and tell me, like, yo, I'm gonna die.
Damn.
And I'm like, nah, my mom got through it, bro. Like, my mom did it. Like, you're gonna do it. She lost all her hair. She did all that. They're like, no, I'm gonna die. I'm like, nah. He's like, well, when I die, he said, take care of your mom, take care of your sister. And I'm like, nah, don't tell me that shit.
Yeah,
that was just like the toughest. So anybody out there that experienced a loss with cancer, you know what it's like. Like, you want to keep fighting for them, but sometimes even they, like, give up.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like it was tough. My dad was like, they caught it really late, and as you can tell, he died so quickly because it was already had spread. So that was just weird, bro. Like, it was a crazy time, and I didn't cry for a year. I remember that shit. I kept it all in for a year. I don't know why. Like, it's in my head, I was like, I'm just not gonna cry, because everybody in the room was crying, everybody in the funeral was crying, everybody in, like, everything. They were. You feel
like
crying.
As
I had to be
like, you had to be the strong one.
I had to be the strong one, and so I remember, like, it was about a year after, man. I don't know. I just broke down. I was literally in my living room. I looked outside the window. It was raining, and I fucking lost it, bro. You know what I mean? And ever since then, like, I'm a pussy, bro. Like, I will cry when we talk. Like, you probably have family members that you fucking care about, kids, right? Yeah. And I know you have Jacob. Like, the thought of my nephew makes me cry. You know what I mean? Like, the thought of, I don't know, like, anything makes me cry. Like that I love. And I never was a crier before, but I think because I held it in too long, it fucked with me psychologically. You know what I mean? But yeah, I held it in too long, and now, like, the thought of my nephew, I'm triggered, bro. So yeah, that was a crazy time, man. Actually, I don't think I ever talked about this shit, especially not publicly.
No, yeah, because I know we've talked about a little bit, like,
yeah,
stuff
we've
like
had
that.
our moments.
Yeah, we had
our
moments.
To you, man. I know I broke down to my brother one time, man. It was after an event. That was, like I said, I wasn't a crier, but I know we were asking about family, and we talked about my pops, and it was crazy because we was at a Taco Bell and shit.
Yeah, I remember.
And we're literally we're bullshitting, and fucking I start crying, dog, and we dropped, like, you probably knew me for like 6 months.
But you know what's crazy?
And you're like, hey, man, like,
I remember why that
came up. Can I put my
up.
hand on your shoulder?
You know what's crazy? I remember why that came up, and something that we have in common is we hate the Cowboys, right?
Fuck yeah.
We hate the Cowboys. We all have that in common, right?
Yeah, okay.
And I remember
Pinky.
Yeah,
Episode 49, dog. 49 is
hey, you feel me? And I remember, bro, that we were talking about that, and you were telling me that your pops hated the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying?
Them,
and it was crazy.
He loved the Cowboys. I hated the Cowboys.
Yeah.
And
bro, it was just crazy. And I remember you started talking to me about it, and then it was like, I think at that moment, I I didn't really understand how like that worked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How somebody could have cancer and all those stuff. Like it's crazy.
That's
man.
wild. Yeah, like he loved the Cowboys, and I'm an Eagles fan, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like wait, Pete, you really are a Cowboys fan? No. Oh, okay. Y'all have me fucked up.
In the beginning.
He was a Cowboys fan, and like the last memory that I have with him, because he like 2 days before he passed, he lost, like, he wasn't there. You know what I mean? But the last day he was there, we hung out. It was a Sunday. The Cowboys were on, and we're watching them play. And he was like, yo, you want to change the channel? And I was like, nah, man, you like them. You know what I mean? Like, we can watch them. And they won. And like I remember that day, like, he was so happy. And yeah, I mean, not to get all fucking simpy and shit, but I just remember he was really happy. And I think that's when I broke down to you. That's the first time I ever talked about that moment.
Oh,
now
shit, that's a
now I can talk about it. You know what I mean? Cause I think you asked me like, yeah, you hate the Cowboys too? I was like, yeah. I'm like, but there's just one memory. Like that the Cowboys ever made me happy, it was that day. You know what I mean? Like him watching them win. And I didn't know that was the last time I was going to talk to my dad like that. You know what I mean? I just remember I said, I love you. I kissed him. And I was like, I'm leaving early because I got to go pay rent. And I'm like 21 years old, dog. You know what I mean? I'm like, 21? Yo, I'm going to go. I was like 21. And I was like, I'm going to go pay rent and I got to do homework and, you know what I mean, make sure that my mom has food at home when she gets home. Yeah. And he was like, oh, shit, I love you. And I remember him leaving and my mom told me, he was like, he cried. He was like, yo, he's a man. Like, he's a man now. So that was a crazy day. And I think that's that story I shared with you and shit. And I was like, damn, I just broke down. I had a fucking bean and cheese burrito. I was ready to go, dog. I don't even want to eat this shit no more.
You're like, fuck this Crunch Wrap.
Never say that, dog. Crunch Wraps are shit. Breakfast Crunch Wraps, dog. Damn. That was fat, huh? I'm on a diet, dog. I have not ate fast food in fucking three to some months. So
oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, man.
No, hell yeah. No, but like going back to that, like, when all that happened, bro, like, did you feel like after that you had like a lot of pressure, like as far as like you feel like you were the man of the house, like? Yeah.
Like, you know, now like my sister is lazy as fuck, right? She won't do dishes and shit like that. Like, she won't fuck. She don't even know what a vacuum is, fam. You know what I mean? But she is a fucking boss. Like, she stepped up, and now it's like the house is like, you know, she got me, I got her. But during that time, and she's older, you know, nothing against it, but during that time, shit happened too fast. You know, she was really close to my dad. Oh, and yeah, bro. And she got, like I said, she got pregnant 2 months after he passed away. So, dog, I don't know. Like, I just stepped up, you know, and then she was having situations with her dude. So when she's pregnant, like, that's me, dog. Like, that's my sister. Like, that's my baby, pretty much. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I know her and her dad, like, and the baby's father, they worked it out. You know what I mean? Like, they're cool, they're civil now. Yeah. But at that time, he was in and out. So I remember, like, her being pregnant. I'm there. You know, the baby's born. He shows up. Cool. Then he gone. All right, cool, bet. But, like, Pampers and all that shit, like, I remember we used to bond over that shit because that was just me. I had to step up. That was it. It wasn't even a thought. If you're ever in that position, it just happens. It's like instinct. You just gotta be there. You love your mom. You love your sister. You love your grandma. Let's go. You know. And then there's a fucking baby in the house, like, you know.
And how old is the baby now?
He's not even a baby. He's a grown ass man, dog. He got an ID. You know what I'm saying? Got bad credit.
He said he started with a 700.
Got bad credit. He's 8, man. He's 8.
Bro.
Jacob's what, 6?
Yeah, he's 6, bro. Yeah. Dude, I remember like meeting him. He was wearing diapers and everything.
Yeah,
like,
man.
Dude, but you're a great ass uncle, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be seeing your stories. I'm just like, dude, like. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just awesome the way you are with him. You know what I'm saying?
He's my best friend, bro. Like, it's wild. I think, you know, uncles and aunts, like, what's special about this shit is like it prepares you for what's ahead. You know?
Yeah.
Man, we got a friendship. We got handshakes. We got all that shit, and it's dope. Like, he went to a Dodger game this year before I could take him to one, and then today, we were supposed to go to a Laker game this season, but then Lakers started sucking. So I was like, fam, let's just save it.
Yeah.
So you know what?
Save it. Let's just save the memories.
Save it next year. Like, we've got great
LeBron's
memories.
not even playing no more. So you really want to go?
Nah, because we got this streak. Every time I take him to a game, we win. So I was like, fam, you're going to break that streak.
Yeah.
They played the Warriors yesterday. Like,
yeah, let's not fuck that up.
Yeah, I spit. I almost hit you. Like, just fucking moved. Man, god damn. But yeah, so he went to the Dodger game without me first. It's all good. And then he went to the Laker game, and I ain't gonna lie, I felt like, damn. And he was looking at me, and I was like, damn, you really about to go to a game without me? Another one, huh? And then he was like, you know, I waited for you. He's like, I waited for you. My dad doesn't even like the Lakers, and I was like, I want you to go, but he doesn't like the Lakers. And then you took forever for the Dodgers. I was like,
Damn.
I'm like, oh, you got it all figured out.
Put you in a tough position, huh?
Oh, okay. 80 years old now. You fucking.
Oh, you grown now, huh?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Making ass grown
you
ass
passed
decisions.
one spelling bee test, motherfucker. And
Like how you
passed
get.
one spelling bee.
fucking asshole. But yeah, I was like, damn, you get called out. And I'm like, I got you next season, homie. Next season, because this shit is whack.
Hey, bro, but like, were you always like a class clown, like in high
Nah.
school and shit?
Nah.
Because
No,
I be
high
thinking,
school, yeah, but not
because
like.
I be thinking, I'm like when you
How
work
does
that
this
like
happen?
yeah, because I'm like obviously you're
Well, you know.
you know what I'm saying, like
It's just-
because you're an MC, right? Like everybody
Yeah.
knows that you're a fucking hilarious ass person. But was that like just out of like natural, or what was that about? Like,
Dog, I was I was a nerd. I mean, I'm still a fucking nerd, dog. I mean, I like Marvel and shit, Game of Thrones and all that shit. But like, I was like, I
April
was,
14th. That's right.
bam, dun, 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 dun. I was into school, man,
Yeah.
and I went to school in the inner city.
Okay.
So it was all Latino and black.
Yeah.
Yeah. I met my first Filipino at 15. I didn't know what that was first. You know. Trust me, bro. I knew what white people were because I saw them. You know what I mean? And I heard Ryan Seacrest. I was like, oh yeah, this guy's white. Yeah, he's white. That's what white is. But I was in the hood, bro, and it's the shit talking. It's like that's the culture, you know,
Yeah.
like snapping on people and. Well, damn, like everything was smooth, bro. Like everyone left me alone. Me and my nerdy ass friends, we draw cartoons. It was all good. And in the 4th grade, this motherfucker, I still remember his name. I don't know what the fuck is up. Malachi Matthews, you're a bitch, fam.
You hear that, Malcolm?
Like straight up, dog. If you're 6'4" and shit, like I didn't mean that. But if you're 5'9" and below, I got you,
Yeah.
dog. He made fun of me, dog. My mom was in a fucking hospital, right, for fucking the kidney shit. Remember I told you?
Yeah.
And I don't know how word got around and my mom was in the hospital. And this motherfucker's like, hey, he's like, yo, Tito, you fat. I'm like, I was doing the test. I'm like, I'm sorry you feel that way. And then he's like, and then he said, I think he said, he said
I'm
something
sorry
like, he said, nah, man, you fat, and I think he said your mom was dumb. And then somebody said, hey, don't make fun of him. His mom's in the hospital. He's like, your mom's in the hospital because you're fat. I was like, oh, hey, what the fuck? And I was like, that doesn't even make sense. And he went, it does because you eat all the food, so she doesn't have the strength because she don't eat. And I went, oh, hell no. So I got so mad. I was like,
said, fuck this test.
I hulked up. Like, I was like, nah. I got the teacher's attention, right? Because I was like, he was like, Mora. He was like, Mora. I was like, nah.
Fusion.
oh hell no!
Nah. I remember I got up and I was like, what did you say? And she was like, no. He's like, don't talk about my mom. Don't talk about my mom. And I lost my shit. I got sent to the principal's office, and I remember my mom, like my dad came because my mom was in the hospital, and he was like, hey, talk about my mom. Mm-hmm. And my dad took me home, and in Spanish basically said, don't be a bitch. He's like, you're a Mora. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
First of all, I'm not. I need to see the paperwork. Blood work, please. You're brown, I'm white. But he was like, you're a Mora, man. He's like, you understand, like, if we were in Ecuador right now and a Mora got sent home because he got clowned, you would be the shame of the family. I was like, what the fuck? And so my dad started, like he would, so then, like, I think this had to be, like, bro, like a week before summer school, because that whole summer, it was Richard Pryor, like, movies and shit.
Yeah.
Richard Pryor talking about sucking dick, bro.
Uh-huh.
I mean, like, 4th grade going to 5th grade, you know what I mean? Like, Richard Pryor's disrespectful shit, racist joke, like, it was crazy. So it was Pryor, it was Murphy. I was listening to all that shit. My dad was showing me videos. So then 5th grade came along, and I was like,
You were loaded.
Bitches, I'm ready.
I'm like, who the fuck want what? I remember, you know,
Hey, you notice how I went from fucking 4th grade?
with
went like,
me.
Yo, no, it's funny.
With
It's
the
like,
paper and shit?
I tried to sit out with my cousins like that year. I was like, my cousins, I'd be like, man, fuck you, man. Ugly motherfucker. They're like, what?
Whoa.
This motherfucker came hostile.
So then 5th grade, I show up. I'm like, I'm ready. Where the fuck he at?
He got transferred.
And then, like, he wouldn't show up. And now he wouldn't show up. And I remember, like, that day I was like, yo, teacher. I was like, where Malachi at? You haven't heard? He left school. I was like, fuck. Imagine, but can you imagine shooting? He left school because you're fat. I was like, fucking full circle.
Savage.
I'm
Hey.
not ready.
Oh, he said, fuck. I thought I was ready, but I'm really not ready for this.
I was like, day after day. Like, oh shit. So that shit, I was like, all right, cool. And then from there, bro, like, I just, anytime motherfuckers would cap, I was there. And it got to a point like 6th, 7th, 8th grade, like motherfuckers would not even try it.
They already knew.
I was untouchable. They were like, no, they would warn people. Like if it was a new student, and then they would try to say something, they'd be like, dog, you don't want it. Because motherfucker don't stop.
Yeah.
Like, and then I started making my cousins cry, dog. Shout out to Gene, Marlon, you know what I mean? Luigi. I would just make them, I don't know. I was vicious. And everybody, I got the reputation of talking shit. Then high school shit came, and there was big motherfuckers there. And they wouldn't, like, Cathedral, fuck you guys. I mean, you guys are dope. But still, they wouldn't be able to take jokes. Like, every time I said a joke, it's like, all right, we got to fight now. I'm like,
You're like, damn.
I'm like, dog.
Relax.
Hold on.
Let's talk about this.
It's a hee-hee-ha-ha moment. Fuck.
I was like, it was jokey joke.
Joking.
It's called breaking the ice. Fuck you guys.
He said, but you overbroke it. You're like, oh, fuck.
It's called breaking the ice.
Man. Like, I was like, 1 year I tried to be cool in high school. Like, my freshman year, fucking 3.5 GPA. And then sophomore year, I discovered women, and I was like,
oh, yeah, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap, bro. I'm done from here. And then you got what I got now, dog. That's what we do.
Hey,
Super
dog.
tame now compared to before, though.
But somebody asked me on Instagram, they're like, yo, can you ask Teddy this? And you say, you discover women. Everybody knows, you got a young queen. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows.
So glad you went there, fam. I thought you was gonna get me in trouble.
Oh no, baby.
The way he set it up,
Yeah,
he's like, and he was doing the Birdman shit. He was like, well,
my boy went.
So you were talking about women earlier, you fucking fuck.
And on Instagram.
And on
today's
Instagram.
news.
At Ashley Priscilla wants to know.
Oh, I got you, bro. I got you.
My
Don't even
girl.
trip. That's your
Well,
queen.
yeah, it's my queen. Yeah, shout out to Ashley, baby. What's up? I love you.
Bro, but like everybody's been asking, bro. When you gonna pop that question?
I get that shit all the time, bro.
That's crazy.
I get it all the time. I don't know.
He said,
soon,
I asked
soon.
myself?
Nah. I know the date, but I ain't
Ooh.
telling nobody. Because everybody knows her.
Okay.
Like everybody knows her. Everybody loves her. Everybody's rooting for that shit. So I
Yeah.
cannot let this shit slip out. Like I know exactly when I'm going to ask. But I know already. I've been
Get
knowing.
over here. Come here.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you.
I can't.
You heard it here first. Not
He's like December 4th.
Yeah.
I mean, I know what's up.
Hey, that's Jacob's
You know what I'm
birthday,
saying?
dog.
And the Rock in here.
No. Hey, but I feel like you're ready to even be a dad, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like you're ready, bro.
Hell yeah, bro.
You're ready, dog.
I've been an uncle so long, and then like throughout my 20s, I didn't have a dad, so I'm like, I'm ready to be somebody's dad. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like that was deep as fuck, huh?
Yeah.
Those are bars,
No,
huh?
that shit hit me, dog. I
Damn.
said, damn.
He said, I want to have another one.
Yeah, I started looking at Jacob's picture like, damn.
He's like, one bank account looking like
Yeah,
that? Yeah, I got another one.
Another 5K on the way.
He's like, ooh, City Downey been paying real good. Yo, you own that bitch, huh? Okay, I feel like Downey, that's your Downey. Like Downey is like my like what Santa Fe, Springs, Whittier's for me, and Pasadena. Like,
Yeah.
them checks.
Hey, man, we just.
You been getting them for a minute though.
Hey, we just trying to pay the rent around here. You know what I'm saying? We just trying to,
cool.
we just trying to provide mics, provide some waters around
Feel me?
here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Damn, you got Arizona? Y'all got money here.
Nah, Roger got money, bro. You see him? He got like 10
I don't know
jobs,
what
bro.
Roger does, but I feel like I can't talk about it. Like, I feel like he's gonna tell me some dumb shit like, yeah, I fix ACs. Like, no, bitch.
Nah, fam. You didn't hear that, Vasquez?
Nah.
You didn't hear that? I'm a
What you do?
stripper.
I believe it though.
He looked at you like,
I'm like, yes, she is. Oh, you're a stripper?
Yeah. Ooh.
That's crazy. That's wild.
So you say you're getting married, huh? What's up, Baba?
Ain't no
He
ring
said I
here
could
yet.
change that.
He went like, hard to tell.
So you guys like dating? I'm like, yeah, I know her.
Yeah, I know of her.
I know of her.
We
You know what I
kick
mean?
it. We kick it. She
Depends who's
homie.
asking.
Yeah, for real.
You're fucked up.
I feel like we're all gonna get our ass kicked after this podcast.
Yeah.
Nah, it's all good.
My girl loves him. She'll whoop his ass.
Yeah,
for sure.
she'll fuck me up.
By the way, is this already the worst interview ever?
Nah,
We've
hell
gone
no,
through
this
a
the
lot of
best
shit,
one,
bro.
No, because then we gonna go back to it and we gonna talk about the struggles of fucking being part of radio, bro. I feel like
man.
everybody thinks that it's easy, dog. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you said, bro. You were grinding since street team to get on there, like, bro.
There was a story before Power. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was years of that, and then we just talked about leaving the station. Like, people do that. Like, sometimes you got to take a break for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Whether it's forced, like, whether it's intentional or unintentional. You know what I'm saying? But God always will make that happen. So I salute that. But there was a grind before Power, and then there's a grind during the street team. and even on air now. But before we go on, I want to say R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah, of course.
I'm saying R.I.P. Nip. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, it's
I mean,
crazy. Bro, last week we recorded the podcast like hours after the news broke out that he died. And bro, we couldn't even record, bro. It was tough, dude.
Same, dude. We recorded a podcast, an episode on Nipsey. It's kind of hard. It was really hard to like even you know what I'm saying, like put that out. I think we're gonna put it out on Sunday. It was just really fucking tough. But the reason I say that is because, you know, we look at a lot of people like that have success right off the bat. And that's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whether you deserve it or sometimes you're like, oh, that's nepotism. Like, you got that through family or you got that because you kissed ass or whatever. Like, either way, whatever, man. Like, salute to you. Oh, shit. Look at that. My bad.
Who's calling us?
It says wifey.
Oh, hey, so she probably heard. She got that exclusive.
Yeah,
she's like,
what
can you
the
repeat
fuck?
that again?
Oh, she subscribed, huh?
Oh, man.
No, but, like, yo, you don't give up. And Nipsey, like 33 years old, died at 33, nominated for a Grammy, right? In the age of he was 32 when he got nominated. Like, you don't. It's not like other people. You know, this was a story similar to myself, similar to yours, similar to a lot of people's. You know, where he was grinding for a long time, and he was just getting his flowers, like, you know. But he should be looked at in the sense of that's in the story. That's an American story. Someone who didn't give up. Because I heard about Nipsey back in 07. So he was like barely 21. So I knew of him. You know what I'm saying?
He was selling his CDs,
because I'm from the mid city area, but I was raised in South Central. I went to school in South Central, so like I live on Western, by the way. So if you know geography, Western, Slosson's right there. Slosson Swap Meet or Slosson Super Mall. Fuck out of here, it's Slosson Swap Meet. We were there every weekend, so you know you heard about Slosson Boys and Bullets Ain't Got No Names and all this shit. So to see that, and even later on, like I was more into Nipsey's humanitarianism, you know what I'm saying, the stuff he was doing, and I kind of didn't appreciate the music as much as I should have. And then to get nominated, and the album was fucking amazing, and then this happens, but you're like, dog, that's the story right there.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? Like, salute to everybody who blows up quick. That's dope, man. But that story right there, he could have gave up rapping a long fucking time ago.
Shit, bro.
for the shit that he went to. Yeah.
And of course, so I salute that because I need to start acknowledging Nipsey. But there's other, you know, scenarios like 2 Chainz. You know what I'm saying? High grinding forever, basketball player, went to school.
Was Titty Boy.
You know what I'm saying? And rebranded, and it's still killing it. People bring up Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman started acting at an older age, and look at him now. So I bring all that up, but I want to give Nipsey his flowers, and that Nipsey is that situation. So, you know, I've been grinding, and it's gonna happen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm on air right now. Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have. Yeah. Sometimes we like to overlook or look at somebody else's path. You're not even realizing, bro, you're a trailblazer yourself. Yeah. Like what you're doing right now is real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's special. It means something. And because you're wondering like what other people's effect is and what they're having. You don't understand that you're affecting somebody's life too. Right. And if you look at it in the sense of, hey, I'm my own story, then even if it does take you longer to accomplish your goals, like that's going to stand out and that's going to affect somebody the way we just talked about Nipsey, 2 Chainz, Morgan Freeman, how they affected us. Yeah. Because if them motherfuckers would have stopped grinding, we would have never been able to use them as examples. Yeah. You know? So we are going to be examples in the future. So that's the shit. I don't know. I just want to get that off my chest because this grind is crazy. So I know there's a lot of people out there that don't realize what they have accomplished. Yeah. Because they keep thinking about where they want to be. And not looking at where they've gone and, you know, and what they're doing right now currently. So just fucking keep grinding, man. Keep grinding. Like, don't stop. Because I know we've all had those moments. Yeah. Right. I'm sure you've had those moments.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? I know you've had those moments.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked so many times, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's
some heart-to-hearts and shit. But, like, you got to keep going. Like, and status doesn't mean shit. You want another bar, there's motherfuckers out there that, in my case, right, that have a full-time. Motherfuckers ain't got no impact, though. Like, what do they mean? Like, there was artists that, like, that had way more albums or way more nominations than Nipsey. But look at when Nipsey was gone, like, look at that fucking impact, right? Yeah. So you, like, stop focusing on somebody else because you don't know what you might mean to somebody, you know? And you don't know what kind of reach or influence you have, you know? Yeah. Unless you sit there and you go, oh, shit. I tell you right now, like, I'm not the morning show. I'm not, you know, a full-timer. I'm not all that. But you know what? Like, when I go out in the streets, I see the impact I made.
Yeah, that's real shit,
you know I mean?
Bro.
Same with you, bro. You know what I mean?
Crazy,
like,
dude.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we would love to be fucking Ryan Seacrest, Jay Cruz. We would love to be fucking Vice and shit. But, dog, you're still B-Drop, bro. Yeah. That means something, you know? Hell yeah. Teddy Mora, dog. My dog Roger out here killing it, bro. You don't even know. Like, motherfuckers out there, like, that gonna take your blueprint and be like, dog, I'm gonna be just like him. Yeah. He went through struggle. Like, motherfucker's funny. Look what he does with his humor. Yeah. You know?
Right.
And so, because it's special, bro. Like, you're like, fuck this shit.
No, you're right. And that shit is just something that it's funny because you were earlier. I was looking on Instagram and it says I read a quote something about like, yo, something that you do natural should be something you go look for in life because that's gonna make you happy.
Yeah.
So for example, like you said, like you being like funny, that's just you though. Like it doesn't really take you a lot of energy because that's you. Yeah. You feel me? And you could spread it to people, and people like honestly when they're trying to find themselves, they're like, yo, I don't know what to do, but they're so good at something. But like you say, they overlook it because they're overlooking at what other people do. Yeah. And I think that's very true, dude.
They don't realize what they're great at.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to compete with somebody else or try to be somebody else. This humor shit just came natural. I was like, what am I gonna do with this shit? I'm either gonna be a funny ass tax person, car salesman. Like, what am I gonna be, dog? And I was like, you know, fuck that. I grew up listening to the radio. Yeah. I grew up listening to Power 106 every fucking morning. I was like, dog, I'm gonna do something with this shit, and it's gonna be radio. At the time, it was like that's just why. Like that's just, you know. First it was like radio is not TV. Then it was like, oh, radio's dying. And now look at radio, it's still here. 2019 is still here. Yeah. It's fucking growing. The content is everywhere. Yeah. You know? So, you know, I was like, fuck, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do something with my comedy. That's what I'm good at. I don't have to fake the funk. Yeah. I think I would die if I was having a regular job and just being the funny whatever.
Yeah, the guy that's just hilarious.
Yo,
as
that
fuck.
fucking that assistant manager is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, no, he's super cool.
Sweats like a motherfucker.
Yeah, when
he's hard as shit.
Yeah.
No, deja dormir.
Yeah, smells like fucking dank.
No, but honestly, man, like, bro, honestly, ever since I met you, dog, day one, you know what I'm saying? You've always been giving great advice, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, and it's like, I'm glad you never quit on anything, dude, because it's like, all that shit, talk about it, bro. Your mom had cancer, your pops had cancer, you know? And it's like, dude, that shit will make a lot of people just give up. You know what I'm saying?
And and for another thing to add up on that, going back to, you know how Teddy Boy, you guys said he rebranded himself, switched names, you know? To 2 Chainz, right? Yeah. For example, this question will relate to both of you, obviously, because you guys went through it. When you had to switch your name, can you speak about that?
It was the best decision ever.
Yeah, it was crazy, bro. I remember, you know,
best decision ever.
Because it was, I don't know how long we were in where we had the other names, but it was like, it was crazy because we did it at the same time.
And you guys were already in Power, obviously.
No, not only were we already in Power, at Power, we were in Power, brother. Yeah. And we were at Power.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, that shit happened.
That's right.
That's right. Keep it brown. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. We were already moving and establishing a name for ourselves. Like I remember that I hated social media. I thought that shit was like, first of all, it's creepy, and then I was like, that's some FBI shit. Gee, they trying to monitor you. Yeah. And then B-Job was like, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
like,
I remember that.
This is how you talk to the people. Like use it, utilize it, grow your brand, and that's what I did because of B. So we had a little movement going on. We even did a dope ass mixtapes. One of the best fucking mixtapes you'll ever fucking hear from 2 cats that had no business in the studio getting drops from artists. Like, what the fuck, bro?
I remember that.
I used a little bit of momentum that I had with the artists. I had just got on the street team, but I took over, like, and B was like this cool ass dude. Like,
we had Ty Dolla on it.
Yeah, Ty. We had Joe Moses, right?
Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah, I think we also had
6 Reasons, but he goes by something else now. I don't even know.
Dude, we had somebody else.
We had a Yessie Ortiz.
I think we had Josh Hart.
Josh Hart. When Who Booty was out. Like shit was. I don't know, but it's one of the best mixtapes ever. I fucking love that shit. We had fucking concept art. Like, go fucking download that. I don't know where.
I remember we even went to
get that
bro.
shit?
We even went to the gym. We even went to like a gym. Somebody that you knew. It was like a UFC gym.
Yeah, because we called it flexing.
We called it flexing.
Where is that shit? Is it out?
Yeah,
you got it.
Yeah, SoundCloud. Bro, I remember, bro.
I had that shit. I had the clean and dirty version on my fucking phone. Dude, that shit was life, bro.
I remember we dressed up like working out. Like I wore like high ass gym shocks, and then it was hilarious.
That shit was but we had all that going, and then Felly, the big homie, called us into the room and was like, "Yo, you guys got to figure something out." He's like, "Beat flex sounds too much like reflex."
Yeah.
And he's like, Tito, there was already a jock named Tito. And I would get that shit a lot, man. I remember I'd be doing events, I'm killing on the fucking mic, and I'm like, yeah, man, what's up? It's Tito Power 106. And people come up and be like, man, you're a lot younger than I thought you were going to be. Because they used to be an old Tito on Power 106. Yeah. This is Tito, this is Tito, this is Tito. Sola para ti. So they thought I was that guy. It was like, that motherfucker's like 50, sounds 50, but you look 20.
Yeah.
And I kept getting that. So then I was like, damn.
And I remember for me, they would be like, yo, I just heard you on air. And I was like, I'm not on air. And they were like, yeah, reflex.
Oh, right.
And then I was like, oh, well, that wasn't me, you know?
Yeah.
And the cool thing, bro, is like, I feel like a lot of people, when they hear that story, they get it confused. The thing that Felly did for us is he made us see something before something could have happened. So what I mean by that exactly what he said. Is like he was like, yo, guys, I'm not telling you change your name. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying, yo, if you guys don't change your name, you guys are not going to do anything. I'm saying is, look, this is what we see and what other people might see, and that might mess up chances for you guys, or that might confuse brands. So that's on you. And we thought about it, and we were like, yo, like, that was super cool of Felly to do that. You know what I'm saying? For him to, like, take time out of his day and be like, look.
Because he called us in for a meeting. I thought we were in trouble.
Yeah, we were like, yo, yeah, because I remember we were showing him a mix. I think we were showing him the Flexing mixtape, if I'm not mistaken. And then, but he was like, yo, I'm just looking.
In my office now.
Yeah, and he was just looking out. He was
like, hey, what up, Pam?
Yeah, he was just
y'all got some time to talk?
Yeah, he was just telling us, bro, like that. He was just super cool. And we're like, yo, you know what? You're right. And
but he gave us, what, 24 hours?
Yeah, he gave us something, bro. And we were like, yo, let's run it. And then it was.
But his shit was easy. Like he was like, I'm just gonna do beat drop.
Because I love the word beat. I just my name's Brian. Everybody calls me beat. So I was like, yo, fuck it. But I know for him, it was one of those.
Fucking stuck. I'm like, what am I gonna call myself now? Listen, I got a fucking funny story. So as an intern, I was on the morning show, and I kept saying Tito, so they were like, what happened?
He got the mixtape right here.
Right
Yeah, look.
Yeah. I'm way sexier now. We gotta show that shit on camera. Show that shit on camera, bro. For the YouTube, dog. For the YouTubes. You know what I mean? Check that out.
Right.
And we did a break, and they called me Tito. And the morning show guy was like, man, it's gonna be too confusing, because he personally knew him. And they're like, yo, we gotta come up with a name for you. He's like, what are your nicknames? I'm like, yo, everybody just call me Tito. I'm like, they call me Big Tito. He's like, nah, because that wasn't gonna go, because that was part of his name. And then he was like, what do they call you? I'm like, look, man, girls call me Teddy. He was like, that's stupid. I was like, all right. He said that's all I got. I was like, no, you asked me a question. I'm like,
scratch out that idea.
I was like, yeah, girls call me Teddy. He's like, that's fucking dumb. I was like, dope. That's dope. Thanks for crushing my dreams, idol. Anyway, and then he was like, what? And then last minute, he's like, yo, 30 seconds before the break. And I was like, fuck. And like a fucking idiot, I was like, I kind of look like Nacho Libre. And then they were like, perfect, we're going to call you Nacho. I was like, oh, fuck no. Dog, I was Nacho. Dog, I had to change my Twitter, and I had to change my IG. Do you know the story, right?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, they're like, dog, he said, they'd be like, yo, we're going to check in with the homie Nacho. And I would be like, what? Everybody's like, yo, why the fuck did you call yourself? Like, why are they calling you Nacho? Your name's like Ignacio, fam. Yeah. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, you hate them. You buy burritos. I see you, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was like, fuck, I was there for a long time. So then they gave me my own show. Like, so I got off the morning show. I was overnight. Me and Letty started together. And she was fucking, she was Letty, and then they changed her something cool like Ricky. She was fucking Ricky Martinez. Like, that's fucking dope. How the fuck am I Nacho? You know what I'm saying? Luckily, I did some wild boy shit. Like, the biggest artist. I got stories, dog. I got stories. I know you got stories. I got gems, bro. Like, we can win that too. I don't know how long we got. But the biggest artist in the world back then and still now, not Beyonce, not Jay-Z, but the biggest artist in the world was at the station. And we were broadcasting, and my voice was like you could hear what we were saying from at the place at Universal in the studio. And I don't know, I said a joke. I don't know if he heard. Well, I got called in, and they're like, supposedly the biggest artist in the world heard that. He's fucking upset. He doesn't want to come up here ever again. And I don't think he's been back there ever again. But not because of me. Just I don't fucking know. But they blamed that shit on me. They're like, not that he at the time they was not knowing he was never gonna come, but they were like, oh man, we can't do that shit. So they took me off air. And I was like, fuck, man, they took me off air. Like, I was on air before I was on the street team. Yeah. Like, I thought I was going to be motherfucking, Charlamagne the God and shit.
How old were you at that time?
Man, I was 22, 23. Man. You know what I mean? Like, as an intern, my first day I interned, the second day I was on with the morning show. Then I'm on air as an intern. They casually hire me on the street team because I did the audition.
Yeah.
Right? I think I was on. And so before my first on air shift, I did my first street team shift. Thank fucking God for that. Because if they wouldn't have put me on the street team, once they took me on air, I'm not an employee. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So they took me off air, then I'm an employee. And I'm like, fuck, I'm like lost. I think this is right when you get hired. So right when I mean beat drop, like people are asking me like, fam, what's going on? Like, we haven't heard you on the radio in a cool minute. And I'm just like, in the hallways like, yeah, I don't know. So Should I just say what the fuck it
is?
Yeah,
nah, you don't have to say it. You don't have to say it. I know who it is, though.
Yeah, I say that shit for the book.
The point is that you went through some tough shit.
I went through some tough shit, bro. I was like, fuck it. Like, I didn't even want to be there anymore. I wanted to give up because that's embarrassing, bro. Like, if you've ever been taken off the radio, you know how that shit fucking feels, bro. Not only do the streets and your family ask, but your coworkers are like, hey, fam, like, when are you going to give you another shot? Yeah. You're like, God damn. Yeah. Like, you really sound like that guy named Nacho. I was like, nah. So then, like, I was so fucking mad, and this is like a lesson for anybody out there. I was hurt first, right? And I always remember the key. Like they always tell you in radio, don't take it personal, right? Don't take it personal. Like, so I was trying not to. And I got upset, man. So I was like, fuck it. You know what I'm going to do? Because they already put me at all the main events. Like, I'm the best on the mic. I'm like, I'll make sure that ain't nobody fucking with me. Can't nobody fuck with me, bro. Like, I'm going to be the best MC they've ever had here. And at the time, I want to shout out one guy. His name is Nez. Shout out to Nez Nice. Nez Nice was a legendary fucking MC at Power 106. When I was a Latino, I heard about this 6'3" brother who's crazy on the mic. He was so fucking good that America's Best Dance Crew. Y'all remember that shit? The Jabberwockies and shit when they first came out and shit. They hired him to MC when they went on tour. He would open up and he would host that crowd, bro.
That's crazy.
Like I'm like, dog, I want to be that.
Yeah.
So he was still on the team, and then like his voice got kind of messed up. So he was like not getting. I got his opportunities, but he took it like a champ, dog. See, that's a man. Shout out to him. I know he makes music, he produces, but he championed me. I took over. I met B-Drop, and when I met B-Drop, and we did one video that we posted on YouTube. I was like, all right, we're ready to take this shit to like at the time IG, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we're ready to do fucking skits. Let's get it.
Yeah.
And that's how I was.
Yeah.
We skit and I kept doing my thing. Everyone was like, yo, where you gonna get on? And I'm like, I don't know. About a year or two passed. I would submit my air checks back in. They're like, dog, we're not putting you on. And then the PD at the time looked at me and was like, I'm never gonna put you on. You can submit as many tapes as you want. They're all good. I'm not gonna put you on. And I was like, well, at this point, what the fuck do I do?
Yeah.
You know, should I just quit? I'm 25 at the time, maybe like 25, 26.
I think so, yeah.
Something like that.
So is that one of your roadblocks you think that you hit?
That was like one of the like, oh shit, like this guy was not going to hire me. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I don't know if maybe I applied to AMP or something. I can't remember what I did. Like I just started looking, but I never got anything because everybody wanted experience. So I was like, man, what am I gonna do? And I remember, am I talking too much, dog?
Nah, bro. It's you. This is Teddy interview, bro.
Nice,
this is Teddy.
All right, bro. I didn't know this story. I was like, this Nacho thing was really
but
big.
This is good, bro, because people probably see on the gram and just they see a highlight tape.
Yeah,
you feel me? They don't know what's good. You feel me?
You the bars.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, y'all rap. Huh? Nah, like real quick. So we're taking over this shit. Like we are taking over this bitch. Like me, Medic. We're on every fucking stage. Power
Some momentum's on your side,
bro. Me, fucking Beats moving, dog. We doing clubs, right? We're young boys, bro. And me and B, like I remember me and B went through a time where we stopped talking. Yeah. Right. Like we stopped talking. I think Piggy, you know what's up, right? We kind of stopped talking and shit. And then I'm like me and B-Drop were fucking best friends, always together. Yeah. Then we got a time when we stopped talking. I'm blowing up on this side. He's fucking blowing up.
And that's even another challenge because you got people going like, yo, what's up with this? What's up with that?
Yeah, what's up with you and B? Like, you guys know each other's family, bro. You guys been to each other's houses. Like, what's up? And it's like, no, he's doing his thing. And I always thought, like, I might have been too hard on you.
Yeah,
right? I was like, and I'm like, he was really young. And I was just trying to be like on him.
Yeah.
But he's a man. Like he was always, regardless if he was fucking 19, he was a man.
Yeah.
So he's got to do what he's got to do. And we both did our thing. And I remember when we came back together, it just all manifested. Like I was Gabby, shout to Nash, shout to Aaron.
Everybody,
you know what I'm saying?
Man.
Medic.
Like a strong ass street team.
Strong ass. We always came. So we were all just fucking. We were all becoming the best version of ourselves.
Yeah.
Like shit was manifesting. And can nobody fuck with me at that time? Like I'm just being honest. Like we literally reached the way the street team is now. Like at Power, we had a hand in that. You know, we shaped that shit. And I remember there was a Powerhouse, and they're like, "Yo, you're doing a new at 2 stages." So shout out to E-Man, because E-Man put me on stages when I had no business being there. Like it was the new at 2 with Yessi Ortiz, the stage. And that shit slowly became like,
that's a legendary stage.
You hosted, and then Yessi introduced the artist. Like I'm like, what? Like I literally was up there the whole time to the point like the last 3 years, it's me now. Yeah. You know what I mean? Hey. That's wild, bro. Because I remember my first Powerhouse. Like I was an intern. I knew I was gonna be on air for like in about a week, but I couldn't tell nobody. And I remember like passing out pamphlets, and I'm like, dog, I'm gonna host that shit. The next day, I got a chance to. But then it's my stage now, thanks to DJ E-Man and everybody, all the bosses. They make that shit happen, man. But I rocked the stage at that Powerhouse, and I was going through it, dog. Like the day before, I got a fight with my mom over like I don't remember what it was.
Yeah.
Me and my girl at the time, we were done. Like that's when I was like, oh shit, it's done. Like, you know what I mean? That's on my mind. I remember I curved her like the day before, like she wanted to hang out. I was like, nah, fuck that. And she went off to do some fuck shit, and that's in the back of my head. And I got problems with my mom, and I'm fucking broke because I'm doing all this shit, and I'm like, fuck it, I can't let that shit go on stage. I gotta like completely forget that, bro. And I'm talking about like, yo, Ted, you're on. Like, all right, let me log off of Instagram off the fuck shit that I'm looking at. You know, like you know how it is. When you're going through it, you're like, fuck, let me go to the fucking page right now. Like, let me do all this shit. And my mom is calling me. I'm like, no me llamas ahorita. Like, all that. Go on stage. I fucking murk. I black out, bro. Like, I'm going. Like, this is like B shit. Like, when you got sauce, you can get away with anything. You're not supposed to curse on stage, motherfucker. I was in that. You know what I mean? Like, you know how when I used to like, I was wild, bro. I remember. I had girls on stage. The shit like shit was wild. Little do I know, there was a guy in the crowd. His name is Complex. Shot the Complex out in Phoenix. Power 98.3. Congratulations to. I ain't gonna tell nobody, just my cats right here. But congratulations, big dog. At the time, he was just the assistant programming director. He saw me, and he had known about me, but he saw me, and he saw something, right? Yeah. So he DMs me randomly. I'm like, oh, I know what this guy is, okay? And he's like, hey man, good shit at that stage. You fucking killed it. I was like, thanks, man. He's like, man, like you he's like, they should be utilizing you more. I was like, all right, thanks, dick. You know what I mean? But I was like, oh, thanks. I really appreciate that. Yeah. And he's like, he's motherfucker, again, like I said with the other station, when they don't even look you in the eye, this motherfucker tells me, hey, do you know anybody who wants to do radio in Phoenix? I'm like, yeah, fucker. Beat drop. No, I was like, not me, motherfucker, like me. I was like, yeah. He goes, but he's like, oh, word. He's like, man, he said, oh, word, like, yeah, I thought about asking you, but you seem kind of big time, man. I was like, nah, not really.
I'll be there right now.
He's like, nah. He's like, they don't like, you sure you're not busy at the station? I was like, family, what's up? And he's like, and he gave me an ultimatum. I thought it was a test, but they really decided to get down over there. They don't pre-record, but he said, look, man, I can give you a Saturday night spot, right? But you cannot pre-record. So you got to be out here, okay? And like it's only one day a week, so obviously you can't move out here. And I told him my situation. I got a sister who has a son, my nephew. I got my mom, my grandma at the time. And at the time, my sister was just kind of getting on her feet, but not really. So this was really me. And I'm talking about I'm making this shit happen. I don't know how. Yeah. I got a part-time on job that maximum is 30 hours a week. That's a good week. You know what I mean? And I don't know where I'm getting the money from. I really don't. And he's like, you got to come out here. I don't have a car, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't have a car. How the fuck am I going to drive to Phoenix? And I'm like, all right, I'll do it. I'll do it. Like, I'll do it. The first day, I remember I took a Greyhound bus down there. I left the Greyhound smelling like cigarettes and ass, bro. It's the word. Like, you take a Greyhound from LA to Phoenix, you're going to see some fucking things, bro. I see motherfuckers just, like, it was just wild, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's wild. It's hood as fuck.
That shit wasn't going to go to Vegas?
Nah. The Vegas one is fun. This one is like to forget. Like,
to forget.
I'm like, damn, like that's my on my shoulder, dude. Let me go a little bit.
No manners, bro.
Yeah, you're a fucking asshole. But nah, bro. And I auditioned. I didn't know how to run the boards. The motherfucker's like, you know how to run the boards? I was like, yeah. And he's like, dope. So I'm gonna sit with you for an hour and then I'm leaving, okay? I'm like, fuck.
Damn.
I just like the most scared I was in my life. I'm gonna fuck this shit up. So I got an hour tutorial. And he fucking leaves, bro. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I know I'm dope. I know I'm funny. I did radio before, but I had a board up. What am I doing? And I did it. He offers me the job, and I take it. So for the next 3 months, I'm on a Greyhound every fucking Friday night, Saturday morning. Like, in a Greyhound. I'm living on there. I'm paying it with whatever I have left. Like, if I have $80, I think the Greyhound ticket was like 81. So if I had $90, that's it. I got $9. And I'm still working my street team job, so I'm working that Friday night. Friday, I'm working. Yeah. Friday night, I'm probably hosting the club. Shout out to Live Mix, legendary fucking venue in Pasadena. I know y'all motherfuckers were there. That shit was
bro.
That shit was wild. So I would host that bitch, and from there, ask Medic or Brian to drop me off at the Greyhound, get in that bus, it's like 11 hour, 9 hours or 11 hours because it stops everywhere, right? To pick up people, drop people off.
I hate that shit.
So I get there, I do my radio show, and then I gotta leave because I got a Sunday morning shift in LA. You know what I mean? So I do that until I can't anymore. Like I'm broke as fuck. I don't have anything. Like I'm literally like value menu is how I'm surviving. You know? And I have a friend named Brian De La Torre. He's my fucking brother. Annoying as fuck, bro. Super sus. But he's a rider, bro. He like the last 2 months, he was like, yo, man, like, if you can't, he's like, yo, what's wrong? Like, I'm like, I can't afford a Greyhound ticket. He's like, give me whatever you can, I'll drive you. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I wouldn't even pay him gas. He would use his gas to drive me. And again, we would like host a club, and we're on our way to Phoenix. And we had to be, sometimes we would have to be in LA Saturday night. So you leave Phoenix at 9, which is 8 p.m. LA time. And it's supposed to be a 6-hour drive, but we try to get here in 4.5 to host a club.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that was what we were doing, dog. And it was nice when we couldn't sleep. Like we would want to sleep as we're driving. So we would take turns and, you know, slap yourself water, like just to stay up. And man, I remember that to like December of that year, I was on there for like 6 months over there. I get a win, like, yo, they want to put you on here in LA. Like,
how did that feel, bro? Like, did it feel like what was that moment? Like, you just felt like all those no's, and I feel like I should remember that moment more. Yeah. Remember we talked about that shit? Because if I remember that moment more, I'm gonna realize how lucky I am. Yeah. You know, just so like I remember Jeff reached out, like when Jeff G was I was his intern, him and E-Man, and then I got taken off. Jeff was always supportive. E-Man, I was in E-Man's intern too. E-Man put me on stage. If it wasn't for E-Man, like this shit is not possible. Yeah. Like no one knows of my talents. No one ever sees me. Yeah. But Jeff made a promise to me. He said, I'm gonna put you back on the radio. Cause Jeff tried, dog. Jeff tried, it just they weren't fucking with it. Yeah. Man, they weren't fucking with it. Like, oh, Ted, he cool for the streets. Yeah. He's cool with, like, he represents us at all these street events and on stages, but not on air. And Jeff tried, and Jeff always said, before I'm gone, I'm gonna put you back on air. Wow. And and he reached out to me and he's like, hey man, remember that promise I made? And I was like, damn. And so that starts happening. That's in the works. I'm like, where am I gonna go? Like, there's no spots available. And like, I was supposed to be on in January, and they're like, nah, you know, it's just kind of hot right now. Just wait a little bit. And then I'm like, damn, you're telling me you're gonna bring me home? Like, what the fuck? Yeah. And there was an issue with the morning show. You know, the morning show had to dip out, and we ended up getting the fucking Cruz show. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. My brother Cruz. Shout out to Cruz, man.
Shout out to fucking Cruz.
Yo,
legend,
Cruz, man. I remember, bro. That guy's a legend. Right quick, I remember Cruz calling me before I was at Power because I was trying to get hired so bad. What? And I remember me hitting him up on Twitter, and he just got hired for the Liftoff, right? And I remember he called me at the studio, like, yo, what's up, bro? Look, I just want to give you some advice. Right? I know you've been hitting me up, like, yo, just apply. You got this, like, and bro, and I was like, what the fuck? And I will never forget that. Cruz was day one, bro.
He cool, man.
Yeah, I know you guys. I know you guys love. Morning show, right? Cruz. I know you guys love the Cruz show. I know you love that challenge shit. But lift off J. Cruz. That motherfucker was a wild boy. Like, when Cruz moved from Vegas and he was down here grinding, man, let me tell you, I salute that fucking man. That guy would not sleep. Man. He would show up to everybody's club gig. Yeah, to shake hands, bro.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
like
crazy.
This morning show shit, this shit ain't just fucking given. Like, this motherfucker deserves it.
He grinded, bro.
You know, like, he did his thing. Like, he would kill his show.
Everywhere, bro.
Everywhere. And he would go, like, yo, I'm here for an hour.
He'll be there for July 4th. He'll pull up.
Because I got to go support somebody. I'm like, dog, are you serious? And then when his wife, moved down, she was riding with him.
Yeah,
you know
that's something beautiful.
Everywhere.
That's beautiful to see, man.
So you this motherfucker killing it live on air, and he leaves, and then this boy turned up. This boy, he would drink. I mean, I'm sure maybe he doesn't. I don't know. He's skinny as fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he running marathons.
Man, when he was that was really grind. He taught me a couple of things that I'm like, I still use to this day.
Yeah, bro.
Like techniques, like, you know, it was wild, man. But what was it? What story? Oh, the morning show. So the morning show left, and then Jay Cruz took over. Then the spot opened up, and so I'm sure they knew about it, and they were gonna bring me in. So I kind of knew something was going down, and then it went down, and then that's the last thing Jeff did before he became the producer of the morning show. He got me on, Man. And that's why I remember like I was next to Felly when they were like we were trying me out, and I'm working the T-Mobile event with Felly.
Yeah.
And I got an email, and I'm like, and it's like, yo, dog, we trying to put you on Saturday nights like that. We want this to be your slot. And I just showed Felly the email, and he was like, told you. Because Felly would ride too, you know? And that's what happened, man. I got put on, bro. That was the fucking, dog. And
crazy. Do you think like moments like this sometimes, as for example, people that join the street team that are not on air, sometimes you just want it so bad to happen so quick, but you forget of the lessons that are being taught to you and how they're molding you to be the person that you are today?
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to be those old people. Well, I'm not old. You guys are young, but like, you know, to talk down on the generation, because you know everybody's dope. I just think like, yeah, they think this shit's gonna happen quicker. And it's like, no, man. If it does, that's dope. If you get your dreams instantly and it happens overnight, that's great. Like, thank God for that.
Yeah.
Right.
But if it doesn't, thank God for that too.
Yeah.
Because like,
The
man,
journey,
it was so worth it. You know, like I am the man I am today because of the failures that I had yesterday.
That's good. No, that's awesome, bro.
Like,
for real.
For real, like that. I honestly, I can look in someone in the mirror and I say that, yo, Tito, like you're a man. You know what I mean? Like through it all, like this is what it is. And now, like it's crazy because I've had my moments of giving up, and this might be wild, right? This might be wild, but the older I get, the more I know it's gonna happen now. Because I'm more seasoned.
No, that's great,
shit,
bro.
I mean?
That's awesome.
And I'm like, look, like I get it because I have to believe that. Because then if I start doubting, then it's like, why even?
You got to speak out to it.
Once you start doubting and you let it creep in, and it's like you can doubt, that's fine. But when it becomes a consistent thing, you already lost, man.
No,
you might as well step out and try something else.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm like, it's gonna happen, and I'm gonna be that story. You understand what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
I like that.
And shout out to the people, because the people like they really, really make you keep going.
Yeah.
Like that when you guys are on Instagram or Twitter and you'll DM or whatever, or when you see you in public and you're like, yo, no disrespect, big homie, I know you fucking up that cheese pizza, but yo, I'm a fan, dog.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, thank you. You know what I mean?
Bro, and it's crazy because
wild.
like even people that when we used to do like all these high schools and all these like college events, and it's like they're still rocking with you. They still showed up and like, yo, listening to you, and it's like, it's crazy, bro. Like I was thinking last time, bro. I didn't tell you because I was just thinking about it, like because you know sometimes when I cover for Saturdays and like you know we were talking like we were on there just fucking around, and then I was thinking, I was like, dude, like I remember me and Tito were like at a random Metro PCS, like just playing music, like, and just I'm just thinking, I'm like, bro, like you said, you don't think about when you get that moment.
Not
and
even
like,
that.
It happened.
Dog,
like,
there was a time when I was on the street scene, and I don't know, like whether it was fucking around or it was serious. I'm like, dog, let's pretend we're on the radio.
Yeah.
Give me an instrumental right now, dog. Let's pretend like we're on the radio.
Yeah.
Or like, and I would try to pass it on as a joke and be like, nah, like let's make that person over there believe that we're really live. You know what I mean? And then, you know, B would play a fucking song, and I'd be like, well, man, it's Power 106. You know what it is, man? Me on Teddy Mora. Listen, hey, man, yo, shout out to everybody on the corner of whatever. We got tickets coming up. You know what I'm saying? Hit us up right now, 818-520-1059. Baby, it's Power 106. Let's go.
Yeah.
And motherfuckers like, oh, y'all live. I'm like, bitch. But who would have known that was prepping us?
Yeah, bro.
For this.
That's awesome,
you know what I mean?
Like you said, bro, you learn from your mistakes, bro. You learn from all the dumb shit you be doing when you're young.
Hey,
you know
practice is key, baby.
Yeah, it really is, bro. It really is, man. But I'm happy, man. We talked about that shit. Like, it really does form you. Like, all this shit will mold you. You know, you just have to believe in it. It is a process, and you do have to trust it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's me, man.
No,
Power
man, that's
bitch.
fucking Teddy Mora, bro. But fuck, bro.
Saturday nights, man. 7 p.m. at night.
Any goals you got coming up, bro? Anything that you feel like, man, like you really want to hit?
Honestly, man, yeah, bro. I feel like this is the year where I set shit into like play. I've said that so many times, but I've been, you know, last days ago. Like I don't really like go full hearted.
Yeah.
Something holds me back, whether it's fear,
yeah,
you know, whether it's like all kinds of shit, pride sometimes.
Yeah.
But I feel like this year I'm like growing as a person. And this year, yeah, man, I think it's time, you know, get a couple more things going. And I want to be syndicated, man. Whether I got to do that on my own, like, you know, like reach out to stations personally and try to get syndicated and build something. That's my goal. And I need to start that this year.
So, okay.
Man. You know what I mean? Different markets.
I like that. I like that. Different markets.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Man, this was great, dog.
It was fun, man. I feel like I talked a lot. My bad.
That's awesome, bro.
Oh, you about to talk a lot right now, baby, because we got a little game right here. She said, "You think it's over, baby? Oh, you think it's done?
Oh, you think it's funny? Well, you don't know me, buddy.
Oh, okay. We call this little segment 30 Seconds with Roy. You feel me?
Oh, yeah.
He said, are the lights going to be off or on?
30 seconds?
Oh!
30 seconds with Roy.
30 seconds with Roy.
You give him 30 seconds?
30 seconds, baby. You feel me?
Should have been like 5 seconds with Ted.
All right, but you
Shout
don't have
Ashley. You know what it is. Okay. It's a wrap.
I like that.
Give me them 30 seconds you talking about, though.
I like that. Hey, can we get a timer real quick?
All right, let me see
30
what you
seconds.
got. Okay,
we're going to ask you a question. Look, we're going to give you 2 little topics.
Let me know when you're ready.
It's going to be one topic. It's going to be a question. You just got to pick one or the other.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to start it off. Ready?
All right, go.
Let's go. Batman or Superman?
Batman.
Eagles or Lakers?
Lakers.
Kobe or LeBron?
Kobe.
Six Flags or Universal?
Six Flags.
Ass
If I'm
or
skinny.
titties?
Ass.
Okay. J. Cole or Jay-Z?
Damn. J. Cole.
Burrito taco?
Burrito.
R&B or hip-hop?
R&B.
Dodgers or San Francisco?
Dodgers.
Modelo or Corona?
Modelo.
Doritos, Hot Cheetos?
Flaming hot Doritos. You know what I'm saying? A little mix of both. You know what I mean?
Henny or Bucana?
Henny.
Roy or King Roy?
King Roy.
Oh, that's
right,
baby.
Hey,
okay.
I ain't gonna lie. That nickname was.
You like that? You like that shit?
When I saw you, like, when you was, like, doing that, I was like, fuck.
All right.
Teddy Mora. What the fuck is that? Like, King Roy. Like, that's the shit.
Damn, fuck.
Throwback.
Teddy,
Okay.
I love you, bro.
Man, I love you, Bubba. You know
appreciate
that. That's my brother, man. For life, man.
We could have gone for 17 hours, bro.
Yeah.
If anything, dog.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of shit left out, man. Especially with when we talk about. We don't want to talk about that shit, but like we got stories. That we can
man, it's crazy, dog.
Yeah.
Anybody you want to shout out before we out, man?
Man, I want to shout you guys out. What you guys are doing is all fucking awesome,
Thank
man.
you,
I fucking
bro.
love it, man.
We
Like
appreciate it.
It's man. I remember, like I'm like, yo, they posted a podcast. We gotta get in there. We gotta do it too.
Yeah,
you know.
Right.
And you guys have done something amazing. Where like it's progressing and it's starting like to build something really, really dope.
I'm trying, man.
You know, the chemistry is amazing. And the energy is fucking unique. So just keep going, man. Like this shit is really, really dope.
No, thank you.
I'm
bro.
glad. I'm fucking honored to be.
I think it's just the effects of the pan, but it's cool.
It's the truth serum, huh? Nah, but man, shout out everybody at shout out the homies, man. Julian Brian. I know we talked about all this shit. Medic, my brother, my girl, say my mom.
Everybody, man.
Everybody, dog.
Before we leave, bro, like
Everybody
how did you actually feel when Eagles won the championship? Like before, I want to like before
Man,
we
I
end
cried
it.
like a bitch, man.
That was crazy, huh?
Fuck you.
Wait, what? I wasn't even gonna say
that
shit.
That should have been. You know damn well you was scared. Your asshole was tight, my dog. Like
Bro,
that would
why?
have been like in my head. I had it planned out already. I was like, the Eagles are gonna beat the fucking Saints, right? Because you guys beat us that bad.
Yeah.
And it was about to happen.
Yeah.
Then we fucked up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then the gods were like, no, it's right now.
Yeah, no, we got you.
At the end.
Yeah, look, I got you.
And then your voodoo shit happened, and I felt like we were gonna beat the Rams in LA for the 3rd time in 2 years. I said that shit was gonna happen, and it would have happened. And then we would have beat the Patriots back to back. But when they won the first year,
Yeah.
fuck that.
How nervous were you the night before? You couldn't even sleep.
I was at the game when Carson Wentz got injured, bro. I was at that fucking game.
You went to that game?
At the Coliseum, bro. And the vibe when the Eagles, because we took over that Coliseum. So when we were leaving, everybody was like, "It's a wrap."
It's done.
My girl was like, "No, babe. Like the backup is gonna do it." I'm like, "Shut the fuck up. You don't know football.
You don't know what you talk about, woman.
This ain't fucking makeup.
Yeah, you're hot.
This ain't no fucking lip kit, man.
Can you just put that shit back on?
You're hot as fuck. Like
You know how I get when I'm mad. I'm like,
I already
I'm
know.
like, babe, honestly, like I love you, but shut the fuck up. I'm like, Carson Wentz is done. He was the fucking MVP front runner. Who the fuck is Nick Foles? Fam.
Bro.
Who's Nick Foles? I'll tell you who he is. Super Bowl MVP.
Bro.
You know what I mean?
He said, low key, hey, babe, I'm sorry.
Bro,
you was right. I should have.
That is a crazy story.
I didn't think
bro.
it was gonna happen.
Like
bro.
that is a crazy story.
That-
dog.
that is a
Like,
crazy story in
he
itself.
He got paid.
He got paid, got his money. I'm like, damn, man. Like, shit was tough, man. We won. And I didn't even win. It was one of the greatest fucking games ever. It was a shootout.
bro. It was
It's
crazy.
Against the Patriots too, man.
Yeah, and you
Against
know
Brady, bro.
Yeah, and we won that game. Then I enjoyed that shit. I talk shit my whole life because everybody talks shit about me. So then for that year, no one talked about me. And I was
Still like, hey Teddy.
I was like, hey, what's up, y'all?
Great win.
Hey, y'all still watch football?
Like that. Oh, you
watch last week's game?
Who won the Super Bowl? I don't even know. And yeah, and then I swear to God, when fucking Alshon Jeffrey, when that ball went through his hands.
Oh, that one, I'm talking about that one.
Oh, which one? When he dropped it against Lattimore, or?
You mean we got lucky? Yeah, because your asshole was tight.
Yo,
with
that was crazy.
Because he knew damn well he was like, everybody was like, Nick Foles gonna do it again.
He was gonna do it again.
He wasn't low key. I'm not gonna lie. I was just like, fuck, Nick.
You knew it was over.
The fuck was you coming from, bro? And he gets hot.
December.
Yeah, playoffs.
I don't know. Man. How do you feel that he left? That you guys don't have that backup no more? Do you feel a little like fuck?
Nah, I believe in Carson Wentz because second season, like when he had the MVP year, that shit was fucking magical, bro. So I know he's got the gifts. Yeah. Last year he was kind of like,
They rushed him back, maybe. Huh?
They rushed him back. The same thing that happened.
Shit.
See, that's the dangerous though. The same thing that happened to Dwight Howard. Like Dwight Howard shouldn't have played that first year with the Lakers. Yeah. He had a bad back. They rushed. Well, he rushed himself. Yeah. Because of the pressure, and he was never the same fucking player. Yeah. So, you gotta be careful with that. So hopefully. Carson Wentz is better. I think we're going to be good. That division is fucking crazy now. Yeah. Cowboys, bitches got stronger. And football is crazy.
And they just signed.
Watch the fucking Giants be good. Like,
damn, that's crazy,
that
dog.
Fucking hilarious. I'm done.
I don't know, man. It's going to be a crazy year, dog. But it's going to be tough.
Fuck the Saints.
Are we going to go to Super Bowl next year? Called it.
You going to go?
You heard it here first.
They're going to pay for tickets?
Probably. That's what I was thinking. Shit. Because all the movements we made off season, fuck. We don't got our first round pick.
Why they got to change the rules like some bitches?
I don't know.
Hey, we helped y'all out.
How?
Maybe you guys get another ring because you guys weren't going to see one in the cool minute. Because we's there. You feel me? I don't know why he laughing because the 49ers ain't gonna do shit either. We taking
you were trying to talk shit?
He said, "Oh wait, we was
you talking teams?
You got smoke everywhere.
You trying to talk teams?
He said, "What you said, Cowboy? Yeah, I'm talking to you." Like,
honestly, bro, I've been telling him, I'm like, Saints is like,
hey, right
they're
now,
done, bro.
I don't know.
Fam,
I think
they're done.
This really is the last year because
you've been saying that for 3 years.
No, this is a wrap, dog.
Hey, but they're
done.
Look, like, you know what else is?
Y'all have the worst luck in playoffs,
bro. Every time we make it.
Why you gotta bring up shit like that?
That's what I'm saying.
Why you gotta bring up personal shit?
You saw that? Hey, he tried to shift,
bro. I'm hurt too.
Damn, Malachi,
you ain't hurt. Imagine I'm hurt, man.
Yeah, hurt. Yeah, little bitch.
Little bitch. Malachi, man, teach you little bitch.
Watch when we end this podcast, fam.
Nah, fast.
Nah, man. But for real, man. Hey, make some noise for Teddy, right quick.
Yeah,
man. You know what I'm saying? Teddy, that's my guy, dog. We had. I don't even know how long this episode is, but it was amazing.
Is it the longest episode?
Hell yeah.
Probably, baby.
No, but I'm glad. No,
he said it like, hell yeah, bitch. I'm editing this shit.
I got a busy Saturday.
Yo, Piggy's like, fuck you guys already.
Piggy's like, I'm hungry.
Damn, I want to go jerk off. Fuck. I want to go back. Son of a bitch.
I missed my session.
He's not like that. He's not like that. You know what he gets? I swear to God, no.
It's a wrap.
Getting lit.
Yeah, it's getting lit. All right, man. Hang with BJ Podcast, man. My boy Teddy Mora, Pinky, Roger Rocha, man. We out.